Hi there. Today we're going to talk about how to video capture like your operations or demonstrating on an iPad device. Most of us are familiar through PDs in the past that we can use this program down here, Camtasia, to video capture what we're doing as we voice over on a computer. For example, this computer, we use it all the time to create uh, tutorials and things like that in photography, in Photoshop. And you can do it on a website, math operations, anything. What you do with Camtasia is limitless. But what's different is that we're going to be using video captured from our iPad, which for a whole host of proprietary reasons, Apple does not let you do that easily. To capture video with voice recordings straight from an iPad. Part of it's security, part of it's their own money-making world. But that aside, what we can do is we can use QuickTime, which is available on all Macs, I think ISO 8 and up and Yosemite 10 and on. You have QuickTime already installed on the computer. You can capture video from your iPad and then put it into Camtasia. And because it's on an iPad, you can't see, like on Camtasia, you can see the cursor. But on the iPad, you can't see anything. But you can use Camtasia to edit the video and then to program in very quickly and easily all of the taps and swipes and slides and things like that we do on an iPad every day. So the first thing you need to do is hook up your iPad or ISO device to the Mac. You'll notice that they come with that cable that has a USB cord and then that little sort of mini cord that goes into the device. Use that to hook it to the computer. I've already done that. My iPad's set up. So I'm going to come up here. You need to find QuickTime. So I don't know where it's at on this computer. So let's do a quick search. QuickTime. These are just files, but I want to go on this Mac, and there's QuickTime. So let's start QuickTime. QuickTime is running. Hit File, New Movie Recording, and you'll get this recording box. And up there already, it's pulling from excuse me, it's pulling from my iPad. You'll see a record button here and all these good things. So you have some options. The camera you can choose, that'll be what it's capturing from. This is for the computer camera. This is for our device. My device does not say iPad. It's lovingly called Hulk. The microphone, same thing. You can either use the built-in microphone on the computer that you're working on or your device, and that will, any sounds that your device makes, sound effects and music and things like that will come through if you select that one. Quality high. So let's go ahead and just do a quick recording and capture some video together. Here we are. Now we're recording. You'll see that I've got my photography section open up. In my previous post, we talked about Lightroom. So today, just for purposes of creating a small video that we have little swipes and swoops and things like that we can do, let's go to PS Express. Something we've never been in together before. Let's get through all this. Okay, here we are. Let's find an image. There's tons of student work and tons of things going on here. So let's just grab like a random, image. Here's something from my students building miniatures for a miniature photo shoot. Let's do some cropping. Let's say we don't want to have so much of the computer in there for compositional reasons. There. Let's just say this is what we want to do. So I've done some operations to get some swipes and swoops and things in there. Now let's go edit it. And let's say I'm not too happy with the exposure. I'm going to bump it up just a touch, and then I'm also going to bump the contrast to make a slightly richer image. Let's just say I'm happy with this image, and let's email it to myself. Now, and again, I'm not showing you Photoshop Express. I'm just creating a small video. Okay, let's say we're done. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit Stop Recording. All right, I'm going to save it. Let's say J Hart. J Hart 1. And let's save it on the desktop so we can quickly and easily find it. J Hart 1. It's going to do some compression. There we go. close out QuickTime. Let's go back to Camtasia. Okay, here we are back in Camtasia. I'm going to open a new project. Import media, desktop, there's jheart1, and there. Now we have the video there ready to edit. Butt it up. We can do all the normal Camtasia editing. The only tricky thing is that you do have to walk through it. That was me, you can hear it recording. You do have to kind of walk through the video a little bit.
You'll see that I've
and find where the taps and swoops and swipes are.
We talked about Lightroom.
So let me come up here a little bit.
Just for purposes of creating a small video.
It does take a little bit of time, and I usually do timestamps while I'm working. Alright, so hold on. There, see? This is where we need to build in one of our animations. So let's come over here. Gesture FX. So you'll see over here, these are the same gestures that are available to us in iPad. We've got double taps, we've got swipes, we've got tap and hold, tap and pinch, and tap. To open up the app, I needed to do a double tap. So let's grab a double tap. Let's put it in there. You'll see I can just drag and drop it. I'm going to put it over Photoshop. That's done. That one's pretty easy. Pinches and things like that, you do have to give the motion, and the swipe, the same thing. You'll have to kind of program in the motion. So let's see what that looks like here in a second. So now let's take it back and just watch the animation now.
Some things like that. Let's go to PS.
See? That you could see the double tap in there now. So it's pretty straightforward.
Something we've never been in together.
Okay, so what I've been doing here is I just hit the next button. So I actually double tapped again on the next button. But let's pretend I did a swipe. Let's put the swipe in. And you'll see that now you get this directional arrow. You can actually program which direction the swipe is. The circle here is the initiating point where you start the swipe, and then this is the direction you go. So when this goes in, if the screen is going, if you're swiping from right to left, this is how you need to set it up. We can actually backtrack just a little bit and see that programmed in.
Never been in together before.
See that? The person viewing the video, once we compress it and everything, will see that. So that's pretty easy. Pinch is pretty much the same way. You know, you can see how it's giving you a sample. It'll give you the option to pinch out or pinch in for zooming in or out. Tap and hold, all of those functions are in there. In PS Express, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of sliding taking place, but you'll notice here that where I was cropping, there, see how there's a slide in there? You may choose to come in and put a swipe in there. You can show that by programming it in. I might initiate the swipe there. Here, let's rotate it the way it's supposed to be. There. And let's drag this out. Because remember, I selected the edge of this image and then pulled it in. So that might be how you program in a swipe for yourself.
And say we don't want
to. Nothing complicated. You may find that you just want to highlight something in the image. You can use these same gestures and things there. Other than that, this is how it is, and the rest of it's the same. When you make a Camtasia video, you finish it up, you save it, you can publish it to YouTube, put it in as an iTunes U link, and share it with your students. So that's the easy way of getting everything you need off of your iPad. All right, have fun.